Okay, we are recording. Welcome everybody to a really quick overview about LifeWave and how our products use light and heat to help the body. It's a very informal production. Wanted to get out the message about how simple the healing process can happen when you give your body what it needs. Your body will take control and help the body heal. We use LifeWave patches to do that. So I'm going to play a quick video for you guys so you can see how that works.
With the sun, the source of light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing system, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches
That was pretty easy. Go back over here. Okay, welcome everybody to our Tuesday morning business building. Okay, that was a little bit about why the LifeWave patches or how they work. So how this started for me was back in July of 2019. A friend of mine was aware of some of the problems that I was up against with the LifeWave patches, or with my neck. Sorry, I've got an echo. So he actually walked into my office. He's an affiliate vendor for the real estate industry. He walked into my office and brought me a whole patch pack. And if you look at my window, it kind of looks like this, of LifeWave patches. And they're a small circular disc patch about the size of a quarter, razor thin. You can see it up on the screen. And he said, I think this will help your neck. And honestly, I had tried so much stuff over the last few years trying to naturally help my body heal itself that I was pretty down on the fact of trying anything else. And I'd already decided a few months prior to that I was going to have the surgery to have those 2 discs removed that were putting pressure on my spinal cord. That pressure had caused what was the radial nerve down my arm to cause numbness in my hand. My finger, index finger and thumb had went completely numb. So what I decided to do was just to have the surgery in December. So I was just doing things to keep me comfortable and waiting till the slow months of real estate to come around to have the surgery done. So I pretty much just told him that I wasn't interested, and he said, no, put it on. So he lifted my hair and put this little tiny patch on the back of my neck. And I can't believe I don't have one sitting here right now. Sheila, if you do, you can hold one up. I know you usually have one there. If you guys can see Sheila. I'm going to unmute you so you pop up as the speaker. So Sheila has one right there. Can you guys see her? Because I know I'm screen sharing. But that's a little patch. So I said, go ahead and stick it on my neck. We were leaving for vacation for the Oregon coast literally the next day. And I wanted to close up my office and get out of there early that day. It was on a Friday. So he put it on, said, take it off in 12 hours. That was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I should have taken it off at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I was actually in bed at that time. So I wore it 15 hours. When I woke up the next morning, my husband said, what is it? And I said, something that Ron put on my neck. So I jumped in the shower, pulled it off. We went on our way, finished loading the RV, took off on our way. And so as we were driving, he said, did it help you sleep last night? And I said, I don't know. He goes, well, I think it did because you were so quiet. I checked you to make sure you were breathing. And I thought, well, that's odd because I don't sleep well. But we went to bed at midnight. This was 5 o'clock in the morning. I got up, and so maybe I was just tired. So I really discounted it. I was this thing's not going to work. In my mind, it just wasn't going to work. So we were driving. He said, well, if you wear it for 12 hours, if you put it on now, that's about the time we'll hit the RV park. We were driving from Northern California up to Coos Bay, Oregon. So I went ahead and put the patch on at 10 o'clock that morning, took it off at 10 o'clock that night when I got to the RV park. That was day 2 of wearing the patch. I went the next day, same thing, wore it from morning to night, took it off when I went to bed. Next day, exactly the same thing. Was sleeping better than I had slept in months. But I was telling myself, I'm sleeping this way because I'm on the Oregon coast. Who wouldn't sleep well when they're in their RV on the Oregon coast, right? I'm on vacation. So I've still given all the credit to the vacation to the Oregon coast. So the morning of day 5, I woke up and I actually sat straight up in bed because the feeling was back in my hand. I was pinching myself and my husband said, what's wrong? And I said, I can feel my thumb and my finger. I still have a little bit of numbness in my wrist, but I have all the feeling back in my hand. And he's like, have you even read to see what this thing is yet? And I said, no, I'd been wearing it 4 days, hadn't read anything. Well, out of kind of my laziness of not really wanting to delve into it, I knew it was some form of light therapy. So I asked the person that brought me the patch, I texted him and said, hey, send me a link, because he hadn't even done that. He just gave me the patches. And so he sent me a link. I didn't even look at it, and I sent it off to my friend Onyx in Florida and said, hey, will you look at this and tell me what it's about? I was totally being lazy. And I said, I know you like light therapy, and when you get a chance, let me know in realtor terms why it's working. And she said, is it working? And I said, yeah, I got my hand feeling back in 4 days. So she said, I'm in Santorini with Sierra, and I will look at it on my way back to the States. I said, no problem. Just let me know why it's working. Inevitably, she called me back a few days later, said I'm back in Florida, and oh my God, where'd you find this? So that started the process of 4 more days of us looking into it, trying to figure out the science and the technology, talking to who we could grab to talk to about this product. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've learned, and I'm going to take it right off the paperwork that's in front of me, because it's really important that we send the message of exactly what's going on. So as you can see in front of you, the LifeWave X39 is a patch that elevates the peptide GHK-Cu for the activation of stem cells. Clinically proven to enhance overall health and vitality, experience a new level of dynamic wellness, convenient and easy to use, fast results, patented proprietary form of phototherapy. That's the light therapy that I keep speaking about. No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. The LifeWave X39 is clinically proven to provide the body with a level of health and vitality that you have not experienced since you were in your youth. Using our patented form of phototherapy, LifeWave X39 patch elevates the peptide GHK-Cu, which is known to decline with age. When elevated, this peptide activates the body's stem cells, providing incredible benefits such as better wound healing, heightened energy, deeper sleep, rapid pain relief, and even a reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles. Backed by multiple clinical studies, 20 years of development, the LifeWave X39 patch has been demonstrated to provide the following health benefits: rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation, supports wound healing, energy and vitality, mental clarity, enhances sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, and improved skin appearance. Now, I'm not somebody that works out, so I don't know if there's a faster recovery of exercise for me personally, but everything else on here, I've experienced myself. You don't really notice everything until you time has gone by and you look down and you notice that the age spots that I had on my right hand from always being, we're a boater family. That's the hand that has the flag that's out the bimini when my kids fall when they're wakeboarding, right? And so I had a lot of sun damage on my right hand. I looked down one day and was like, holy crap, my sunspots are gone. Things like that. Of course, I had the pain relief within days of using the patch. And this is a chronic pain, you guys, that I've dealt with my whole life. I broke my first, third, and fifth vertebrae when I was just before my 13th birthday in a gymnastics accident on a bad dismount off the uneven parallel bars. Landed on my neck, broke both vertebrae, probably should never have walked again. So I've dealt with the chronic pain ever since then. I have arthritis severely bad that's caused a natural fusion on 1 through 4, and I have spinal stenosis 5 through 7. So I have the MRI to show you that. So I've dealt with this for a very, very long time. This isn't an injury that happened recently. I think it got aggravated in a car accident, October of 2018. It's when it pushed me over the edge of actually having the nerve pain. So reduced inflammation is partly of why we get the reduction in pain. Wound healing, I've had, cuts and scrapes. I have 3 pretty energetic 50-pound dogs, and things happen, but I noticed that things take care of itself really, really fast. What I have learned since I started working with LifeWave and learning more about this product is that we are all born with the amount of stem cells that we're going to have to use and help our bodies heal for the rest of the remainder of our lives. This stem cell deck and how it's used and how many we have is what keeps you young. So as we age, if we've used up that stem cell deck, you're going to age faster. Have you ever ran into somebody and said, oh my God, they never age? Well, you know what? Because they were good to their body while they were growing up, or genetically, they had more stem cells than maybe somebody else, that seemed to age more rapidly. We have a friend who races dirt bikes his whole life. And when I see him get up off the couch, I would think he was 10 years older, not 10 years younger. Because he's had so many injuries throughout his life, his body's stem cell deck has probably been used up much more than somebody who wasn't quite as active in an extreme sport as he was. So that explains what happens. And so those stem cells go dormant in your body. What the LifeWave X39 has done is crack that code to activate the peptide that actually goes to work and feeds those stem cells so they can wake back up within your body, go to work in your body's area of most need. Now, mine, fortunately, was my neck, so I felt it right away. But me and you and Sheila and Patsy and Michelle, whoever is using the patch, what's their area of most need is going to be different than mine was. So everybody's different. I tell everybody you probably should wear this patch for 90 days. As a customer, if you buy the patch, you get a 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. All you have to do is 9 days before the 90 days, you give your rep a call and say, hey, I tried it for 90 days, that I didn't feel as much as I wanted to feel. I guarantee you, you're not going to want to be without these. The company is going to give you your full 90 days money back. You send the 9 patches back in, you get a 90-day money back refund of all 3 months that you've purchased that product. So what happened as I was doing this is we pretty much just really talk about X39 because X39 has everything all the company, all the other patches can do, all wound up into X39. So when I go out there and talk about the healing, the benefits of feeling better to give your body what it needs so your body can heal itself, the benefits of that, I really only talk about X39. But I had a conversation with the scientist, the owner, the founder, the CEO, David Schmidt, one day, and I said, David, I do notice an increase of pain when I'm not patching, and I know that we can only wear these for 12 hours. Is there anything I can do for the 12 hours that I'm off so I don't have to feel that increase of pain? And it wasn't bad, it was just noticeable. And he said, yeah, there is. There's another patch that came out prior to X39, and it's called the Eon patch. So he said, look at that one and wear it opposite. Now for these, this is for somebody that's dealing with something that's hugely chronic. Most of you are going to be able to put an X39 on and it's going to take care of everything that you have going on, and you're going to be fine wearing it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. But if you need that little bit more we have the Eon patch. And I did in September start wearing the Y-Age Eon patch opposite of my X39. So Eon is clinically proven to reduce stress in the body. When you're dealing with a chronic injury, it does create stress throughout your whole body. It promotes relaxation. When you have an injury like mine, I do tend to carry a lot of tension in my shoulders and neck. And I thought that was just something that I would do for the rest of my life. You know, you just feel that it just hurts. I did notice after I started using that the Eon and the X39 that feeling of tightness and tension very rarely came back. It's a patented proprietary form, again, of phototherapy. No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. Nobody is immune to stress, but when used as a part of a healthy lifestyle, Y-Age Eon delivers powerful relief without a trip to the doctor or pharmacy. As a result, you'll experience a greater quality of life with no negative side effects. One of the reasons why I'm really glad I started patching with both X39 and Eon, especially with what we're going through now. This is a very unstable time for all of us, not just financially, but emotionally. Our security has kind of been ripped off from under for a lot of us. And I'm thankful to have an all-natural product that helps me stay stress-free and grounded. I can't imagine how I would be dealing with how much has changed for my household over the last 2 months since the shelter in place and everything that's gone on here in California, how stressed I probably would be. I'm not, but I owe it. I really feel like having these two things in my corner has helped me. Now in December, as I learned more about the patches, this was in December, I decided to start wearing also the glutathione patch. And I'm not trying to sell everybody on this. I just want you to know what I do. The reason why I incorporated this into what I already do is because I have a respiratory system that's very conducive to bronchitis or walk-in pneumonia, and I get it every single year. Every single year. I don't know why, never been a smoker, never anything like that, but when it comes to respiratory during the winter months, I don't know, I've been told it's an allergy to mold spores, and we have a lot of that being where I'm at, that it's probably triggered by that. So I started wearing the glutathione patch. The glutathione is the body's master antioxidant. It supports the immune system, improves overall health, patented proprietary form of phototherapy, again, no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. Glutathione is the body's master antioxidant and primary antioxidant for detoxification. It's found in nearly every human cell, and medical experts say that the lifespan is directly equivalent to the amount of glutathione in your body. With its ability to protect and detoxify, it also provides crucial immune support. It's also worth noting that glutathione is incredibly well researched. In fact, thousands of clinical studies have been conducted on this powerful antioxidant. As the primary defense against invaders from outside and inside the body, the importance of the immune system cannot be overstated. With the good news is that the patch is clinically proven to keep yours strong. Did you guys hear that? Clinically proven to keep your immune system strong. No other single product can boost your immune system like Y-Age glutathione, and this patch does it all with no drugs or chemicals. Again, I started patching with this in December. Had nothing to do with what's going on today because I didn't know what we were going to be going through today. Now today, when I talk about these patches, anybody that's a front line, first, whatever it's called, essential worker, I actually tell them, I really want you to patch with glutathione. So with the X39 actually does raise your glutathione levels 30%. So if you're patching, if you have overall pain relief, if you want to, you know, start your body on that looking younger, feeling better, X39 is the go-to patch. Glutathione increases that antioxidant. If you're wearing the glutathione patch 5 to 7 days a week, 300%. So imagine giving your body something that can raise the glutathione levels, your body's master antioxidant, by 300%. And this patch, you guys, is $69 a month, or right? And if you're buying more than one, you can get that clear down to $49 a month. that's a huge protection for everything that we're going through right now. So I'm gonna shut this off here real quick. So it's just back to all of us. Hey, only got a couple of us on here. So I want to bring on Sheila. Maybe Sheila can tell us a little bit about how much she loves this patch.
Sure. I, like Kathy, have lived with chronic pain. I experienced my 4th knee surgery in September of 2018. And what's kind of different about me is that I'm actually allergic to all opioids. And so I can take no drugs to alleviate pain. And I have an extremely high pain tolerance. And so when I was getting ready to have this 4th surgery, one of the surgeons told me that I would have tendinitis for the rest of my life. And I was in my head saying, don't put that story on me, mister. That's not going to happen. And so I did have my 4th knee surgery where they removed the rest of the cartilage and all of the scar tissue. And they also told me that I don't have an ACL. And so my knee, literally all the bones would grind together after this surgery. Because I couldn't take drugs, I, for 6 weeks, was on what's called a game ready ice machine, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off for 24 hours a day. And we had a 3-story house at the time, and I lived up on the 3rd floor in our bedroom for 6 weeks. And when I was able to finally come down, my husband had me use a cane because I had to learn how to walk again and how to navigate steps. And And so anyway, fast forward to November of 2019, on the 26th, my friend Kathleen, she shared one of the patches with me as well. And my life was living pain. The normal pain scale is on a 0 to 10, but I was at a 30. And that was every day of the week. And I was asking the Creator for a miracle because I just couldn't see myself living without a cane for the rest of my life. And I'm only 56, and that wasn't on my reality screen. So my friend gave me the patch. I put one on my neck, and then I put one right on the area where the tendinitis was. I had not been able to touch that spot since the day of the surgery without having excruciating pain. And so I just put one there because my intuition said to do it. And 2 hours after I did it, the pain, for the first time, I was able to touch that spot. And I was shocked. I could hardly believe that this reality. And I got to meet Kathy in January at the Lifeway convention. And it was the first time in 3 years at the night on Saturday night, the convention, there was a big party that Mr. Schmidt threw, and it was amazing. And I danced for the first time. I'm not only allergic to opioids, but I'm allergic to alcohol. And a lot of people saw videos of me cranking it down to the ground and asked me, were you drunk? And I said, you guys know I don't drink. I was just full of joy. And that is the other huge thing that the X39 has given me. It gave me back joy. It gave me back hope. I walk 2 miles a day now. I can sit cross-legged for the first time in over 3 years. And every day it just seems like something new is happening in my life that I directly attribute to the X39. One of the cool things that the copper peptide does for you, as well as collagen, and makes my wrinkles disappear without Botox. I've never used Botox, never will. I'm just using the X39. But my nails are like longer naturally than they've ever been in my life. And since I started doing the patch, it's literally grown 5 inches. And so I really suggest for anyone out there, this is a life-changing experience. Give it the 90 days. 90 days is where that deep healing sets in. And there's a Dr. Court, he's also known as Dr. EMS. He told us last week on Kathy's show that it takes 9 months for total cellular regeneration of your nervous system. I'm super excited to look at that 9-month mark and see how it's changed me. So thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. You know, as she said, great job, Sheila. And I know how it is to finally be free of that pain. And you guys, for as chronic of pain as Sheila and I are in, we're not pain free, and we're not trying to send that message of that. But when you take that chronic pain level, and I have a really high tolerance of pain. When I went to the last, I got a new neurologist in Sacramento. He actually, when I went in there, he was like, can I be really frank and honest with you? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. He goes, you're one tough broad. That's exactly what he said. Actually, he had another expletive in there that I'm not going to repeat. And I was like, why would you say that? And he said, because when I looked at how awful your MRI is, and I started going through your file, I've had Kaiser, the same health organization, for 19 years. So for a very, very long time, he said, I was like, oh my God, what is this woman taking to get through her days? He goes, because you should not be functioning. And he goes, I kept going through it, and you've never taken a pain pill. You've never filled a prescription that we've given you. And he goes, why is that? And I said, because I come from an addictive biological family, and that I don't know my whole biological family. Is kind of raised in the system, but when you know a birth mother and a birth sister are addicted, you stay away from stuff like that. You don't go down that path. And I'm also chronically one of those people that reads the side effects. And I remember the day they gave me gabapentin, and I was in so much pain. I was like, I don't care, just give me whatever. They said it would help the nerve pain. I got on the elevator. I was in floor 4. The pharmacy's in floor 1, but on the other side of the hospital. And before I got to the pharmacy, I didn't even walk in. I turned around and walked out. If you guys read the side effects of gabapentin, I mean, in one of the first few lines, it says possible death. And I'm not kidding. I was like, who would take this stuff? Right? And I walked out, and you know, that was right before I actually found or was introduced to the X39. I was feeling pretty hopeless. I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. And I couldn't get them to look at it again to see if it had gotten worse, because all I ever got was, well, you know, you have a spine injury, but I knew something had changed, and they weren't helping me on that. It was just, you know, it was at that point, I had to get really crazy with Kaiser to get the new neurologist, the new MRI, to find out exactly. I just needed answers. And so when you're dealing with chronic pain and you can bring it down to a tolerable level, and I would say there's days that I wake up, and I'm sure, Sheila, you do this too. Oh my God, nothing hurts. Should I move? Right? And I have this, it's like, am I alive? Because I have no pain, right? So I do have moments of no pain, but then you start moving, picking stuff up and things, and then it'll come back a little bit. But to be able to wake up pain-free because I haven't put any stress on my body, that was something I didn't think would ever happen, especially not without surgery. So we're not out there saying, right. And the great thing about this is, you guys, it's non-transdermal. Nothing is soaking into your body that's absorbed into your bloodstream. It's just your body's heat and light reflecting against a crystal that creates another beam of light into your body. It's light therapy. Photobiomodulation is the technical world. So to know that I can offer somebody something that's non-transdermal is so important to me, because I know how many people out there need help and have tried everything that the doctor, and every time you take a prescription, you're actually beating up and killing that immune system that we need so much right now. Right? So I don't want to make this super, super long. We're already at 30 minutes, but I so appreciate Sheila coming on here, and Michelle and everybody that did join us. And I am so sorry we didn't make it live on Facebook today. I'm going to have to figure that out, maybe call and find out what I can do about my internet connection, but just could not get it to connect. So everybody, I thank you for joining us. If you have any questions about the LifeWave product, please let the person that brought you or sent you this video, because I will be putting it on Facebook or on YouTube and sending out a link. So you might have come across this video on a link or on a share or on social media. Reach out to the person who sent you the link, and they will get you started with X39. Bye, everybody.